So before we continue, we should do some experimenting. So yeah, of course those eyelashes should be way smaller, since now we cannot see the flash in the eye of our character, which is not good because the flash is what makes her look more alive. But the thing is that first, her hair is too bright of a color now, so we will fix that eventually. Second, she has a very harsh shadows and everything, which is not good. We'll either change the material, or this, or go to the basic material and do something else. We'll see. Let's first change the color of the hair. How to change it? We'll have to press Ctrl Z just to have the mask, invert the mask, because we have masked to make this red, and now it's only the only thing masked is this, so we can easily continue working on the hair. But what I mean is, we can easily, yeah, I'm continuing working on the hair, because I don't feel that it's completely good, although this is a placeholder here, so we don't have to make it super nice. We just needed to have the feel of the character. So now let's try some color which is more like this. And what I will do is I will go to my standard brush, RGB, intensity low, now it's 11, and fill this hair with this color. Yeah, a little bit more maybe desaturated and lighter. And I think it's fine. Then, now the color is a little bit more accurate, but we can go with a bit of a yellowish color, let's see. Maybe like this. Let's see, oops, no. Okay, and with the standard brush, of course, RGB intensity 11, just go ahead and fill some areas. Just to have more variety of the color, and we should have that in the final image also, but we will think about it when the time comes. For now, we're thinking about this only. And what else can we do is, yeah, just for fun, we'll go to masks, masking, go to mask by cavity. You see, this is not very good. Lower the intensity and mask by cavity again, not good. Let's try with blur. Okay, this is not bad. I'm not sure this is fine, and this definitely is not exactly fine, but let's make it with a little bit darker color this. So a little bit reddish and darker, and fill. Control H, and then fill again a few times, and that will be it. Yeah, this what this does is make masking only the cavities of the current subtool, and then we can do something with it, fill the cavities by inverting the mask, of course, with some darker color, or do something else. But it doesn't work super nice for this, because this hair is kind of low poly, and yeah, but I think it's fine. So what else? Probably we should close her mouth a little bit, mask the upper lip, and then move the lower lip up. I see here that her mouth is not that open. She's a little bit, or it's a little bit less open. So yeah. And now we will make kind of a little bit of mustaches, because I think with mustaches she will look far better. So now I will inflate, and of course with the damp standard brush I will make this kind of thing. Of course with the mustaches you see she's looking far better, of course. I'm joking. But yeah, it's ridiculous. But Now, you see, she's looking far better. Yeah. When we haven't selected the face, we select the hair, and then the face become darker, and it doesn't look that good. So, we'll select the face, get to skin material. It's too much. It's too much. Let's open here to see the material properties. Yeah, we have to play with these things because it has to look good for us to work with. Otherwise, it will not be nice. So, I cannot do it with my... Ooh, this is amazingly bad. Disable this. Ooh, this shader also is working. I will explain about the shaders in a later stage, so don't worry about it yet. Specular. We don't need a lot of specular. If we disable this shader, it's nothing too much changing. Oh, this is the highlights. That's not bad at all. And I think this is kind of good. But if we want to save this material with these settings, we have to save it separately. And when I restart ZBrush, because on the course of this course, I will have to restart ZBrush several times, so I'll have to get back to this material. Let's try it, why not? So, press M, go to standard material, M, and since now we are on the face, just fill object with this material. And it's a bit too much. Maybe go to the shader too. And as I told you, I will explain those shaders a bit more in a later stage when we are making the materials and when we are before we start the render, so it will be much later. Doesn't look that bad, but let's make a polypaint. Why not? So this kind of color I think will be fit. RGB. We go to the basic material for the hair, although the hair also will benefit from the skin material, I think. So we'll fill it with the skin material, then we go back to RGB, go back to the face, and fill it with this kind of material, of color, this kind of color. I will select this color with C of the face and start doing the eyebrows. Let's make this RGB a little bit bigger, so the eyebrows, they're kind of thin. Solo mode. I think this for eyebrows is not that bad. Of course, around the eyes we should make a bit of a discolor. It's cool. Now we select more reddish color for the lips. Let's try that, but with a little bit less intensity. And you notice that she's still a bit lower resolution. We'll fix that later. For now we just put some stuff. It's not exactly the right color probably. It should be much lighter, especially in these areas. But what am I missing here? Brush, go to samples, and not samples, go to alpha and texture, and polypaint mode, go to 1, because our polypaint mode was multiply, and that's why it became so harsh, because it was constantly multiplying, which we don't like at all. So now I'll try with, oh yeah, that's much better. And of course this color of the eyebrows will be again changed a bit, like this. This is good. For the teeth I can make a color which is not white, because teeth are never white, which is this kind of color. And also they are inside, so they could be even darker, because they have like shadows on them and everything. So I will even make them a bit like this, because you can see in her mouth the teeth are kind of dark. And I'm not sure about this color exactly because it looks a bit strange. But probably we will make them lighter, and then we will rely on the shadows to make them dark. Let's see if the shadows will do their job. Kind of. They will kind of do their job. But now she is looking pretty nice. Although these lips are a bit too much, I think. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm taking this color and I'm doing nothing because I'm not on the face. But when I'm on the face, I'm taking this color and I'm just filling this. And I'm taking this color again, this reddish, then dialing down a lot the RGB, and then I will make her cheeks and nose reddish, and here also on the forehead a little bit of reddish. Here also. It could be a little bit too much. Maybe we can get this kind of purple color also and put it some places around the eyes especially. And of course here in this area it should be kind of this color, maybe a little bit darker here. Yes. And also maybe inside here should be this kind of color. And she doesn't have a makeup, which makes it a bit more difficult to do our thing, because with makeup it would be very easy. Without makeup, not so much. Let's put some yellow on the forehead. These are just a little adjustment. So the main idea here is when we have a lot of blood vessels under the skin, which is in the areas that we have more skin or more flesh, which is in this area of the nose, because above this area, above here, above the middle of the nose, it's mostly a bone. If you touch your nose there, you see that the skin is very thin and there is a bone there. So it won't be that reddish there, because it doesn't have that much blood vessels. Also around the eyes, yeah, we can have here a little bit reddish, and also around the lips we can have a bit, but not so much. Here on the cheeks we have reddish. Here we can have a bit, but more maybe yellow also in that area. And you notice that she's looking a little bit upward maybe, so we can go to the eyes. Let's check out. Okay, it's in the middle. Turn off perspective. Move the eyes a bit down and move them a bit up. So now she's looking at us mostly, or a little bit upwards again. Let's try that again. Move this down. Now she's kind of looking at us, but not quite. So I will Control Z, because I don't want to lose this kind of reflection on the eye. She's starting to look pretty good. Not exactly the same as the concept, but it's close, if we can say so. Let's simulate with the color the lower eyelid. So standard brush. You'd notice that I have alpha brush here, but I'm not using it, just to show you that you can do it without it. You just have to use your normal standard brush for this. We can put some orange into her lips. It would be nice. It will just make her lips a bit more interesting. Of course, the lips should be with toy plastic material, so we can try to put the material here, toy plastic, just to have the lips more glossy, and only the lips and the eyes will be with this material. Let's see. It doesn't look bad. I think it's even looking good. We can put this material through this. If we want to make her like a doll, we can make this. And she's looking pretty awesome. But we don't want. Maybe, since I like this, we can go to the skin material and increase the specular a bit. Oh yes. And we can make a specular curve. No, the specular noise. But the specular noise is... yeah, we have make a little bit of specular noise. It's not exactly the best thing. So I will reset it and I will close the specular. We can add some noise, but it will be later. This specular is too much, so I will dial it down. From here. No, it's not good. It's not looking good at all. Specular. Yeah, and this material is not final. We'll see if we will use it. But yeah, we lost one video just for this. I will Control D to add subdivision on this model because I like how the shapes are. I don't think we will change them too much. So I can now go to subdivisions. Subdivisions, you know what they are. They are here in the geometry. We now have two subdivisions. And now I will go with my pinch brush and just pinch a little bit just here, just to give more definition to this, to the lips. Also, maybe we will add some details for the lips, like this. There will never be those details will always be useful for the lips. Yeah, I'm adding this kind of a thing, very subtle. You have to be very subtle with these things. Also here. And yeah, since the material we have put when it was low poly, now it's not good. So probably we will get back to our skin material and I will fill it with it. So M, fill object, M, just to be able to see what we're doing a little bit better. And what else? Yeah, let's save this skin material for now, so we can get back to it whatever we want. I will go to here and save. Just save. Obviously, not obviously, but most of the time we won't do that. When we are making materials for the skin, for the leather, for the metal, for everything, we'll do another thing because we will use one material but save it a lot of times with different names. But now we'll use skin material 1, for example, save here, and we will have it. And she's looking kind of pretty. Maybe not exactly like the concept, but yeah, in the concept our girl is looking a bit more determined, and here she's looking a bit scared. I don't know why is that, but probably we could fix that by just fixing the lips a bit. I'm not sure we have to fix it either way. She's looking pretty good from all angles. She's looking pretty, which is the most important thing in this kind of models. Sometimes, of course, you would want to make the model look like the concept exactly to achieve the likeness. In this case, I don't know, maybe it's nice this way. We'll see. We can always get back to the face, but maybe in the next video we will start with the body and see what we can do there. But the face is pretty nice. Let's see. Maybe her face especially in the jaw area, is a bit narrower than ours. So I will just narrow this down. And just increase the size of the mouth a bit. Who knows? She's looking good though. I kinda like her. Maybe the chin should be a bit smaller, because big chin will ruin your girl most of the time. It will make her look like a big woman or a manly woman, which you obviously don't want. So be afraid, not be afraid, but be careful with the big chins. And yeah, see you in the next video, where we will start the body at last, and we will make a naked body in the beginning, and then we will gradually start adding clothes after we make the 3D sketch, which I will explain what it is later. For now, bye.